Here's how I mix up my colored clay. I've tried a lot of different ways to do this, and for some reason they always feel like kind of wasteful to me, but this is the best way that I've found so far because it wastes less material and it's also easier to recreate the same color every single time. I start off by taking some completely dry clay and then grind it up into little pieces. That way when we add the water, it'll rehydrate a lot faster and more evenly. And then you take your pigment, I'm using my Forbidden Matcha here, adding it to the water and the clay, and then sort of mixing it up until it's mostly smooth. Once everything is pretty much incorporated, I'll spread it out on this plaster bat so that it can suck up all the extra moisture, and then you can tell it's done when it's like no longer glossy and has a few cracks in the surface. So far this mixture is 50% pigment and 50% clay, which is like way more pigment than you would ever need for any sort of colored clay project. But what I like most about this is that you can just break off little pieces of what you need from this sort of color base, and it's like 10 times easier than adding the dry pigment to the clay or even mixing it with water first, because those always make a mess. But yeah, that's my favorite way and I hope it helps.